Okay guys, welcome back. So at one of our favourite stops here at the PGA show over at Titleist, good to see you, Corey.
Likewise.
See you, pal. We've got some exciting new products, some new fitting tools to talk about. So why don't we dive straight into the new tee grind. How long has it been you guys have been or had this demanded from customers? It's got to be a while.
A long time now, right? So tee grind has been the most popular grind on tour, particularly the PGA Tour, for a long time. And one of the reasons why guys like Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth, Cam Smith love it is its versatility, particularly when it comes to firm conditions, right? They want to be able to open this up. So you can see here, Ian, on the back of it, just how much material we've taken off the back of this product. And it really leaves this little playing sole here at the front of the club near the leading edge. Why that's really beneficial to that player is when they want to open it up in firm conditions, as you know, the last thing they want to look down at is that leading edge sitting up exposed. This one hugs the turf beautifully, both at address and at impact. So for a player who wants to hit that open face shot, maybe to an elevated pin, this is really, really good for them.
Is there a word of caution that comes with a tee for the players who go, it's on tour, I need it? You know, this is a precision tool.
Yeah, a little bit with all of the grinds. That's why we have 7 grinds in the lineup. So something to match your playing style and the conditions you're in, and maybe the shots that you choose to play around a course. Now, just because your favorite tour player uses one grind or the next, doesn't necessarily mean it's the right one for you, but that's where we're looking for conditions. And I think that's the important one too, of why it's never really been about the bounce number. It's more of the shape of the sole.
100%.
So whether you like to open the face or you're in softer or firmer conditions, we've got something for you.
Has there been much chat? Have you been guys asked much about kind of moving the 58 to 60 and maybe taking a tee and taking that to 6 degrees? Is that something people have been asking you about and maybe asking, should they do that?
Yeah, a little bit. So keen golfers, who have been fit, that's something where, hey, I feel like it's a little too sharp, maybe 4 degrees scares me a little bit, but certainly this leading edge. If you take that 58 to a 60, you're going to add a couple, right? So you get the benefits of this still hugging the turf, but you're getting a little more resistance to digging, so that club is going to shoot through the turf. So certainly a couple of favorites.
Beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, premium black. Now, we had the matte black finish, all darked out, black paint fill on the matte finish. This thing just looks just next level premium.
It is. So jet black right now is raw, as you know, so it will wear off over time and get this nice little silver finish to it. But just like slate blue, for that player who wants this to last a long, long time and look very new for a while, this is the same process. It's a heat-treated process, and we've done it in this premium black finish. It's going to look like that, Ian, for a long time after play. It also complements the limited edition irons that we've got coming out. So for that player who wants to pair up the irons with the wedges, it's only limited edition, won't be around for a long time, but you've got that option of something that's really high polish and looks terrific.
Love it. So dynamic gold shafts, and pretty much everything that we see here on the wedge kind of matrix here until we get to the new lightweight series. This is something maybe not new as people think, but is very, very exciting for you guys to basically unveil it as these are more fitting options than just what you normally see.
Correct, yeah. So as you well know, as a good custom fitter, we have multiple options when it comes to shaft weight, shaft flex, launch, all of that sort of thing. When it comes to wedge fitting, not everyone's getting fit for wedges, and we love them to, but they're not seeing a lot of different options. So at retail, we're bringing out some lightweight shafts, as you said. We have 2 graphite options with the Mitsubishi Tensei Red in a regular and a ladies. And when it comes to the lightweight steel, the new KBS Tour Light in a wedge flex. So this is important for us because you think of those players who, maybe a T300 player, lighter weight steel or graphite in their full swing iron set. Makes a lot of sense to at least have the option to match those into your wedge set as well.
Without making that big jump up into the 130 gram territory.
That's right, and that's really why we chose these. We've got the stock shaft around 130, we've got something around 95, and then you've got something around 65 with the lightweight graphite. So good incremental changes for those players. And really it's about making wedge play more accessible for every golfer around the green, but particularly that moderate swing speed player as you lose a little bit of club head speed, the
Yeah.
closer you get to the green, we want to keep those feels and the touch and some spin around the green too.
Right, right. So something we don't have physically here to touch, but something you and I are both equally as excited about is the new fitting app.
Yeah.
You guys were really, really kind, shared with us the idea and concept of a fitting app coming out that can be rolled out all across the Greengrass accounts. It will be used at HQ,
Right.
at Oceanside, and something that can really help golfers understand the process of gapping,
Yes.
you know, how to seamlessly transition from iron sets into wedges and go from, you know, gap to sand to lob throughout the set. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the fitting app really started with, hey, we know that getting a good wedge fit is very important,
Right.
but to say to someone, go outside and get fit off turf and out of
Yeah.
a bunker, that's not easy for everyone, particularly in winter where you
Totally,
are.
yeah.
How are you going to do that?
Yeah.
So the next question comes, what's the best way to get fit indoors? We didn't feel like there was a really great answer, so we've spent the last couple of years working on a wedge fitting app that in
Yeah.
15 minutes and really 15 swings, it gets you deep into the heart of a grind fitting. And particularly with less experienced fitters, we were seeing a few spend a lot of time on distance gapping,
Yeah.
which is really just a math exercise.
Absolutely.
4 to 6
Completely.
degrees,
Yeah.
12 to 15 yards,
Yeah.
right? That's because the next part's a little daunting. How do we find the right grind for
Right.
you? So
Totally.
just like the wedge selector tool, we take a number of questions and we get you to answer those around your playing style,
Yeah.
the conditions you're in. About a minute and a half later, you're ready to hit shots. And after 15 swings, this is going to recommend the right grinds for you and the conditions you're in.
Yeah.
And then of course, you can tailor that as well. If you go from the northeast of the US
Yeah.
down to here in Florida in the
Completely.
south,
Yeah.
the conditions change. We can change those conditions on the fitting app and
Love
show
it.
you what might be.
I love it. I love it. And as fitters and for you guys as consumers, I think the exciting thing is it takes years to acquire the knowledge to fit people correctly into the right grinds and get the balance of clubs and transitioning from one part of the bag into another. You guys have completely streamlined that. So the consumer can have full confidence that really wherever they go, they're going to have a foolproof system
Right.
to lead them to the right product to enhance their game. It's not just going to have to be, oh, I have to fly across the country. That seems too much for us to go do that.
Yes.
This is going to be accessible everywhere, all over
the world. Yeah, and really, hey, wedge fitting's super important.
Yeah.
The second part about that is, what do I get from it? You're going to get far better contact by
Yeah.
getting the right grind. Your wedge game is going to get better and you'll
Right.
score better.
Yeah.
And by the way, we have different options for different people.
Yeah.
If you want to get fit outdoors, we can do that. If you want to get fit indoors in the depths of winter,
Yeah.
this fitting app can really help you.
It's incredible. It's something I think that we feel that even it's really enhanced our knowledge of wedge fitting in our environment, because talking to you guys about, guys, not every wedge shot is played from a perfect lie in the middle of the
Exactly.
fairway. You know, 70% of the game is played from other conditions, rough, sand,
Right.
you know, all these other conditions, and that's where we need that versatility and that blend of different grinds and loft conditions to give you guys the best chance to score, you know, in the best way you can and play the game that you want to play.
That's right, and this really gives you that chance to stop and think about, how do I want to use my wedges around the golf course? You think of someone like a Jordan Spieth, nice big divot with his full swing.
Yeah.
As he gets closer to the green, he's not that same player.
Yeah.
He picks it beautiful and clean, so he's got higher bounce, different grind in his sand wedge to what he has in that low bounce, very versatile lob wedge. So this is a good chance to stop and think, what do I want to get out of this wedge?
Brilliant.
And what are the different things I want to do with it around the golf course?
I love it. I love it. Well, guys, I think the exciting thing is, again, for you guys is we know the way or how much Vokey dominates the wedge market. We know that you guys Vokey is the choice for so many of you out there. I don't say as confidently that all of you have the right Vokeys, the right blends in your bag. Now there's no excuse for that. There's, you know, the kind of high-end fitting option, going to Oceanside, coming to see us. We know that's not, you know, going to be the case for everyone to be able to do that. So you're going to find someone locally who has access to these fitting tools. So please don't miss out on the chance and go and get fitted for your short game.
Right.
Corey, thanks, brother.
Yeah,
We'll see you
thank
again
you.
soon.
Great to see you.
All right, thank you. Guys, stay tuned for more. We'll see you again soon.